Hello, good afternoon. Hi.
Yeah. Ah,
Hi, Cal. Let me just put yung isa pang account ni Nathan here. Ayan. There. Okay. Nathan, do you have your, boiled egg with you? Ayan, okay. How about you, Cal? Ayan, okay. So aside from having the boiled egg with you, yan, dapat may mga katabi na rin kayo to help you out for later. Ayan. So, Raiden, I hope you're there. Yan. Ayan. So, Raiden is there. Raiden, do you have your boiled egg with you as well? Your boiled egg for today. Kasi later on, you're also going to use that for your
Wait,
asin.
teacher, I'm going to get it.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I believe I have already posted your no, asynchronous activity. Ayan. So, wag niyo pong itatapon yung inyong mga gagawin for today kasi kailangan niyo po yan for your asynchronous activity. Ay, scheduled pala siya for 7 p.m. So, hindi niyo pa nakita tama. Kasi gusto kong makita. Mag-lesson muna tayo bago niyo i-focus yung asynchronous. Kasi baka mag-panic kayo. Ay, meron na kagad asynchronous. Wala pa yung lesson. Ayan. So there. So let's finish the lesson first. But yun please keep each part of our egg for today, ha? Kasi you will take a picture of each parts of the egg that you will observe for today. And then ilalagay po natin yan sa ating notebook yung mga pictures later on. Okay? So now we are going to talk about the Earth's internal structure. So from the word internal, ibig sabihin saan? Sa labas, sa loob?
Hello.
Sa loob. So, internal. So, parang sa atin din, di ba, pag sinabi na internal organs, sa loob po natin yon, sa loob ng ating katawan. No, we have the heart, the lungs, yan, and so on and so forth. So, ganun din po ang earth. So, ngayon, since hindi naman pwede natin dalhin ang earth dito sa classroom or sa bahay ninyo, meron tayong gagawing model of the earth for today, which is your, yes, your boiled eggs. Tama kayo dyan. So in this activity, habang nagle-lesson tayo, unti-unti natin bubuksan or titignan yung loob po ng ating earth model, which is the egg. So sabi dito, the layers of an egg is just like the earth's layer. So, i-compare natin yung layers ng egg na hawak ninyo ngayon or yung boiled egg. No, kailangan sigurado ha, boiled. Kasi mamaya pag crack nyo niyan, nako, di ba? So, kailangan very specific yung sabi ni Teacher Carr sa Viber, boiled egg, di ba? So, boiled egg po para pag open natin later, yan, hindi tayo magugulat na hindi matigas yung mantel. So, kailangan boiled egg tayo, ha? Ayan, kasi we're going to look at each of the layer. So, as we talk about the layers of the earth, we are going to also look at our egg. Ayan. So, hindi ako nagdala ng egg kasi gusto ko nakafocus kayo sa kanya-kanya nyong egg. Kasi pag si Teacher Carr, sasabi ko, oh, look at the egg. Eh, syempre, makafocus kayo dun sa hawak ni Teacher Carr. Mas maganda, nakafocus kayo doon sa hawak ninyo na egg. Okay? So for our first layer, if you look at the egg, ayan, makita nyo, meron siyang matigas na shell. Right? If you look at the egg, there is a hard shell. So if we compare that to the earth, para siyang si crust. So crust, this is the outermost, pinakalabas na layer. So this is where we live. Dito tayo nakatira. So, dyan sa model ninyo, dun sa egg natin, dyan lang tayo sa ibabaw nakatira. We live there. Ayan. So, crust is made of hard rocks and minerals. So, it is just like the eggshell that you are holding right now. Okay. So, paano pa mas magiging kamuka or kapareha ng crust ng Earth ang ating eggshell? So, I want you to open, to crack the egg. So, ika-crack nyo ngayon ang eggs ninyo. Crack, tapos tatanggalin nyo po siya piece by piece. So, yan. So, go ahead, one by one. Buksan ninyo ang inyong mga egg. So, ingat-ingat po kayo ha, kasi meron tayong hahanapin na special part dyan. If you look at your eggs, pag open nyo, pag crack nyo, parang may thin line between the eggshell and the egg white. No, hahanapin nyo yan later on. So, go ahead. Yan, pwede nyo nang i-crack. Ayan, so si Raiden, kitang-kita na siya na nag-open na siya ng kanyang boiled egg. So as you open your eggs, no, tinatanggal nyo na yung eggshell, di ba? Meron kayong makikita sa ilalim noon or sa loob noon na white, yung egg white. Yun po yung ating mantle naman. So under the crust, you will see the mantle, no? And then, sabi ko sa inyo, merong thin line there or thin para siyang plastic, no? Sobrang thin. We can call that the line between the crust and the mantle. Yan, ang tawag natin dyan ay si moho or Mohorovic discontinuity. Moho for short. Si moho. So it is the thin line you see between the eggshell and the egg white. O, huwag nyo itatapon yung eggshell ha, kasi pipicturan nyo yan. Ayan, yan. Correct, Nathan. Yan. Nakita mo ba, Kal? Ayan, okay. There. So, di ba, yung eggshell, para talaga siyang crust nung brinake natin siya. Kasi, remember, the crust is, may mga big pieces and small pieces siya. Tinatawag natin na tectonic plates, remember? Ayan. Pero later on, we'll go through that. So, yung thin line na pinakita ni Nathan kanina, yun si moho. Yun yung thin line between the crust and the mantle. Yan. So, merong thin line pagkatapos po ng crust bago pumunta sa mantle. Yan. So, the crust and the upper part of the mantle together are forming what we call lithosphere. So, si crust, then yung medyo nasa taas na part ni mantle, or we call that the upper mantle, together, they form what we call the lithosphere. So, si lithosphere, just like what we have mentioned, broken siya into big pieces called the tectonic plates na pinag-aralan natin last time, no? Mga tectonic plates, mukha silang mga bits and pieces po ng puzzle. Tapos pag binuo mo yan, that piece or those pieces of eggshell, pag binuo mo ulit yan, kaya niyang i-cover yung buong egg mo. 'Di ba? So ganun din. When
Yes.
tectonic plates are like big puzzle pieces that can cover the earth. Ayan. Okay? So nakita nyo na si crust, si moho, yung thin line, pati yung mantle ngayon, no? Nakita nyo yung egg white, yung wala na pong eggshell. Ayan. So si Raiden, yan, na-finish niya na yung kanyang egg. Very good. Okay. So now, there are two types of crust. So si Earth, meron siyang two types of crust. We have si oceanic crust, yung first type. So, syempre, from the word oceanic, saan mo ba siya hahanapin? Syempre sa seafloor. 'Di ba? Kaya nga siya oceanic crust. So, this is the crust that is present under water, sa seafloor. So, ano yung features na makikita natin dyan? You would be able to see features such as volcanoes and canyons sa oceanic crust na to. And then, pag yung crust na yon wala sa water, ang tawag natin sa kanya ay continental crust. So dito tayo nakatira kasi hindi naman tayo fish. So syempre sa land tayo titira, 'di ba? So the continental crust tayo. Pero pag fish ka, sa oceanic crust ka nakatira. Diba? Pero tayo, tao tayo, 'di ba? So dito tayo ngayon sa continental crust or makikita ito sa continental land masses. So ang features naman ng continental crust tulad nung diniscuss natin last time, meron siyang mga mountains, mountain belts, yan, and cratons po. So, saan ba gawa yung crust? Yung totoong crust ha, hindi yung eggshell. Yung totoong crust, gawa po siya sa oxygen, silicon, aluminum, and iron. Ito po yung most abundant element. Pag sinabi natin most abundant, malaking percentage or pinakamarami siya doon sa composition. So, as you can see in the table, oxygen, 46.6% ng crust natin ay may oxygen. Kaya tayo nabubuhay because of the oxygen present in the crust. Then silicon is 27.72, aluminum 8.13, iron is 5. Tapos yung mga susunod po, konti na lang silang mga percentage tulad ni calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, titanium, and hydrogen. Imagine hydrogen is just 0.14. Yan. So, ano yung pinakamarami sa crust ng Earth? What element?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Okay, correct. Ano naman yung pinaka-konti, Nathan? Kung oxygen ang pinakamarami, 46.60, ano yung pinaka-konti, Nathan? Hydrogen. Okay, at 0.14. Okay, good job. Ayan, natapos na si Raiden. Tabi mo muna yan, Raiden, ha? Don't eat. Mamaya, wala ka ng egg model. Ayan. So, there. Thank you, Raiden. Good job. Ayan. So, ngayon, nakikita nyo na yung egg ninyo. Meron siyang white part, diba? So, pupunta tayo dyan. Pero, before we go there, let's talk about paano naman yung formation ng crust. So, sabi nila, a long, long time ago, yung Earth, meron pa siyang hot and steamy atmosphere, meaning makakapal and hot yung clouds, no? Thick and hot clouds. But according to Baker and Safonio, meron silang theory na some of the materials in the air came down to Earth's surface. Yung mga materials daw na nakikita sa atmosphere, no, sa hot, thick cloud, no? Bumaba siya sa Earth. Tapos yung materials na yon, it helped form the part of the Earth's outer surface a long time ago. Ayan. So, bumaba siya, parang naging ground, no? Nag-form siya into the Earth's surface. Ayan. So, let's say, yung Earth's surface na yon ay yung egg white, eggshell part ng Earth. Ayan. So, now, underneath the eggshell, merong matigas na white. Kung boiled egg yan, may matigas na white. So, we call that the mantle. Okay? Mantle. Nasa loob na tayo. Malapit na tayo. Nasa loob na tayo ng egg. Yes. So, mantle po yung white part na yan. So, 84% ng Earth's volume ay mantle. So, saan natin makikita yung mantle? Nasa gitna po siya ng crust, yung eggshell ninyo, at nasa core. Gitna po siya nun. Gitna ng crust, ng core. So, we have crust, mantle, then core. Okay? So, nag-extend daw po ng 2,900 kilometers deep ang mantle. So, we could actually divide the mantle into two parts. Sabi nga natin, yung upper mantle kasama siya ni crust that forms the lithosphere. No? So, si upper mantle, it is mostly made of a rock called the peridotite. So, igneous rock siya. So, marami din pong magnesium oxide sa upper mantle. So, this makes it different from the crust. Kasi yung crust, wala po siyang magnesium oxide. So, si lower mantle naman, it is made up of a mineral called bridgemanite. So, ito na po yung part na sobrang lalim at sobrang init. Yan. So, sabi natin kanina, si upper mantle part po siya ng lithosphere. Ayan, dito pa siya sa part na to. Pero yung susunod po na part or si lower mantle, siya po ay kasama na sa susunod na layer. No? Ayan. Kasama po siya dito sa asthenosphere at sa mesosphere. Okay? So, some part of the mantle, kasama pa siya ni lithosphere together with crust, but most of its part ay makikita na po sa asthenosphere and mesosphere. Yan. So, ito po sa mantle, we said that lithosphere, nandun si crust, uppermost part of the mantle, pero sa asthenosphere naman, nandun yung mga rocks na meron pong plasticity and have the ability to flow. So, ito po yung part na very hot and at the same time, ito din yung reason for the magma na pumupunta sa crust, no? Yung also reason for volcanic eruption. So, sa mesosphere naman po, the lower mantle, semi-solid na po itong part na to. So, semi-solid, ultra-high pressure silicates na yung makikita sa part na to. So, ito si asthenosphere, para siyang boiling magma. Yan, boiling magma. May mga hot rocks inside of it. Sa mesosphere, medyo solid na po itong part ng mantle na ito. Ayan. So, just like what we have mentioned, sa mantle po nangyayari yung tinatawag natin na convection. So, in the mantle, there are hot rocks that move upward. Tapos yung mga malalamig na rocks naman pupunta sa ilalim. Remember, sabi natin si convection, hot goes up, cold goes down. Ganon din po pag nagkaroon ng aircon, 'di ba, sa bahay? Hot air goes up, cold air goes down. Kaya mas maganda yung aircon nasa taas. Yes, kasi cold air will go down. Ayan. So, ganun din po sa mantle, may convection kasi nga, mainit, no? Yung mga cold rocks na nasa crust, bababa siya, hanggang sa uminit ulit siya. Pag mainit na siya, tataas na naman siya. May mga convection belts or convection cycle po sa mantle natin. So this moves heat from mantle to the crust like a slow-moving circle of hot and cool rocks inside the earth. So pag lumamig na siya, bababa na naman siya, iinit na naman, then babalik ulit para lumamig. Ayan. So, ito po yung very reason kung bakit merong volcanic eruption, earthquakes, and movements of tectonic plates. Ayan. Which was discussed from our previous topic. Yan. There. So, if you open, ayan,
At
pwede nyo na i-open
Yeah.
sa gitna ang inyong egg. Pero very careful ha, kailangan buo pa yung core ninyo. Pwede nyo na siya i-open. Makikita nyo na at the very bottom of your mantle or sa egg, meron kayong makikita na egg yolk or yung yellow part ng egg. Yan. Yung yellow part na yan, yan na po yung boundary. Yes. Ayan. Good job, Raiden. Ang laki nung core nung egg ni Raiden, no? Yan. Yan. Hinahanap pa ni Nathan.
Kami din.
Si Calden. Okay. Oh, tama. Kaya dahan-dahan lang.
Careful.
Careful. Kasi pipicturean nyo pa yan. So, katapos nyo picturean, saka nyo na pwede kainin. Ayan. Ayan. Good job, Cal and Raiden. Okay. Yan. Take your time lang, Nate. Okay lang yan. Kesa sa masira, di ba? Careful lang. So, at the very bottom of the mantle, bago yung core, meron din silang special line. Parang boundary nila. Ang tawag naman doon ay si Gothenburg discontinuity. So it's like a border between the hot mantle and even hotter core. Ayan. Hanggang sa makikita nyo na yung core. So, yung core natin sa picture, para siyang yung yellow part ng egg, no? Ayan. Earth's core. So, if you look at the egg talagang, di ba? Talagang tinignan nyo pa siya kasi makapal yung white part, di ba? Talagang tinanggal nyo pa yung makapal na white part na yon just to go inside of the egg. No? So, that is the core. So, ayan. Nahanap mo na yung core, Nathan? Ayan, nahiwain na. Di na kaya ng powers. Ayan. Ayun, nahiwa na yung core. Ayan. So, meron ka makikita dyan na parang gray boundary, di ba? So, pwede nating tawagin yan na si Gothenburg discontinuity. Yun daw yung hati ni mantle at saka ni core. Okay? So, it's like a border from the very hot mantle and even hotter core. So, sobrang init sa core po ng Earth. Yan. So, the Earth's core is the innermost layer. So, kung si crust, outermost, si core, innermost, siya yung pinaka nasa loob. So, it is composed of what we call, yan. Sorry, dito tayo. Yan. So, it is composed of iron and nickel. Ayan. Na mga light element. So, going back, so meron din pong boundary yung inner core saka yung outer core, pero sa egg kasi natin isa lang yung buong egg yolk eh. So, wala tayo niyan. So, we call that the Lyman discontinuity. So, yung boundary po ng outer core at inner core ay si Lyman discontinuity. So, si outer core, liquid layer siya. Liquid, 2,200 kilometers thick. Tapos yung temperature sa region na to, sobrang init. So, wala pong kayang pumunta sa core kasi masusunog na siya sa mantle pa lang. No? So, very high temperature allowing materials to melt, natutunaw. No? So, yan. So, the inner core, innermost layer ng Earth, it is composed of solid iron and nickel. Ayan. So, si outer core, liquid siya na mainit. Pero si inner core, solid phase. Okay? So, Raiden, what kind of elements is found in the inner core?
Iron and nickel.
Iron and nickel. Correct. So the core is composed mainly of iron, nickel, and other lighter elements such as sulfur, oxygen, carbon, and hydrogen. Ayan. So, meron pong iron, sabi natin, di ba? Sa ating core. And yung turbulent flow of iron sa outer core is believed to be the reason why the Earth is a big ball of magnet. 'Di ba sabi natin ang Earth ay merong magnetic field. Yung North Pole and South Pole, no? May magnetic field po sa Earth. Kaya kaya nating i-attract si Moon. Ayan. So,
Yes.
the turbulent flow of iron in the Earth's outer core is the reason bakit po merong magnetic field. Yeah. So, bakit ba nagkaroon ng core? Paano siya nag-form? So, sabi ng researchers, yung core daw, buo na talaga siya when the solar system was very young. So, in the data that they have seen or showed, no, 1 to 1.5 billion years ago, saka pa po nag-solidify yung core. Ayan, nabuo na siya. So, sobrang tanda na talaga ng ating planet, no? So, this also is the reason kung bakit nag-increase yung magnetic field or magnetic field strength ng Earth compared doon sa beginning fluid. So, nag-start siya very young hanggang sa ilang years ang lumipas, lumakas ng lumakas, nag-increase yung magnetic field strength, and then eventually, na-attract niya yung mga different types of elements found in the outer space. Tapos, eventually, nabuo na si planet Earth. Ayan. So, there. So, now, as you can see, yung Earth is just like the egg that you have. What? Opened and observed. Diba? So, nandun, sa eggshell, meron tayong tinatawag na crust. Yun yung outermost layer or outside layer where we live, made of solid rocks and minerals like the shell of an egg. Tapos, sa mantle naman or yung white part ng egg found under the crust made of hot semi-solid rocks. Meron tayong upper mantle with peridotite rocks, asthenosphere soft and can flow slowly. Lower mantle naman or yung mesosphere natin, very hot and under high pressure naman yung part ng mantle na to, no? And lastly, we have si core. So si core is the center of the Earth. Meron tayong outer core na made of liquid metal and inner core na made of solid metal, which is the reason for the Earth's magnetic field. So core is the hottest part of the earth. Ayan. So there. So that is for your lesson about the layers of the earth. So I will just screen share yung inyong activity para bago nyo po i-keep yung inyong mga egg parts, no? Mapicturean nyo na sila kasi naka-draft pa lang siya. So scheduled siya for later. Ayan. So you would be able to see there, your asynchronous is you have to take a picture of each egg layer that you observed. Describe each by writing at least 2 sentences to relate it to each layer of the earth. Put this in your science notebook. So you have their eggshell to crust. So how can you describe ano yung pinagkapareho ni eggshell sa ni crust? Egg white to mantle, same thing. Then egg yolk to core. Okay, so at least 2 sentences each. I-define nyo lang kung ano yung na-observe nyo. So the eggshell is blank, just like the crust. The egg white is blank, just like the mantle. The egg yolk is blank, just like the core. So there. Okay? So before you keep those egg parts that you have, you can take a picture of it one by one. So after taking a picture, put or paste those pictures in your science notebook. Then, pati yung observations nyo din, doon nyo na din po ilagay. Then take a picture of it, then submit it in this assignment po or in this asynchronous post po. Okay? Clear ba tayo doon? Grade 10?
Yes.
Okay. So for you, Cal, you can just type your sentences po para ikaw pa rin yung
Okay.
gagawa ng sentence mo. It's okay. You can type then print it together with the picture para isahang paste na lang din sa iyong notebook. Okay?
Okay ko.
Okay. So there, for the others, I want you to write it, ha? Para you can write it on your notebook. Yeah. So there. So that is it for today for the layers of the earth. So we're still going to have this on Wednesday pa rin, but I'm going to prepare another activity for us to check kung talagang kilala nyo na ba yung iba't ibang layers ng earth po. Okay? So there. So yan. So meron ba kayong